Hello everyone, my name is Rosa Carrillo and I am here today to talk to you about the Montessori approach of learning. Okay, so first of all, I see the confused faces on a lot of you. And I'm sure it's because y'all are wondering, what is the Montessori approach to early childhood education? So let me tell you that. Montessori is a method of education that is based on self-directed activity. In other words, it is hands-on learning and collaborative play. That means the child learns by doing things hands-on and as they play alongside with other people their same age. In Montessori classroom, children make creative choices in their learning, while the classroom and a highly trained teacher offers age-appropriate activities to guide the process. Keyword is guide the process. In other words, the child is choosing what to do, and the teacher is just there to guide them with the adequate stuff. This actually leads to my next point. That Montessori learning actually has 5 principles of education that is their main purpose and focus. The first one is practical life, which is when a child learns how to iron, how to garden, do the laundry, etc. Then there is sensorial, which helps with their fine motor skills, such as zipping up a jacket, buttoning up, knowing how to tie your shoes, etc. Then there's mathematics. What's 2 plus 2? 4. They learn about time change and they know how to measure. Then there's language. Obviously, how to use words in the appropriate way, how to communicate with others. And then there's culture, learning about everything that's around them and what makes other people. Okay, so I just got a really important question of who is admitted to Montessori approach of learning. Well, I have good news for you. Currently, most Montessori programs do begin in early childhood levels, which means between 2.5 years to 6 years old, right? But, however, there are programs for infants and toddlers, which means that they're from birth to age 3. There's also some for elementary age children, aged between 6 and 12. And now there's also some for secondary students, which is between 12 and 18. So to answer your question, there is a lot of programs for Montessori learning between birth and 18. Okay, and obviously we cannot have a workshop about Montessori learning without giving a big thanks and a big shout out to Maria Montessori. So who's Maria Montessori? Well, she is actually an Italian physician, educator, and inventor, which acclaimed for her education methods that build the way children learn naturally. She's actually the first person to open a Montessori school, which was called the Casa de Bimbia, or Children's House, in Rome of January 6, 1907. So thank you to her. We are having the opportunity to have this Montessori education. And honestly, I want to tell all of you parents and children that Montessori education is honestly the best. Why? I'm not just saying that because obviously I'm giving a workshop about it, but Montessori School promotes hands-on, self-paced, collaborative, joyful learning for the child. By providing an environment that supports natural development, Montessori School enables children to develop the fundamental capacity that they need to become a happy, fulfilled adult who contributes to society. In other words, why choose Montessori over any other type of learning? Well, because this type of learning focuses on the child. It promotes the child to have independence and to choose their way of learning while having fun at it. I mean, who doesn't want to learn while having fun instead of just sitting there doing a worksheet all day long instead of what? Playing, learning with their hands, doing fun stuff that's actually going to help them in the long run to become great citizens. So this is why you should choose Montessori School. Montessori is actually applied in our classrooms in non-competitive ways. In other words, the child will choose his own work, like I mentioned before many times, and they will do it at their own pace. This is very important. The teacher is not going to pressure the child. This is due today at da-da-da time. No. The child will go at its own pace, enjoy the learning process, and they'll finish at their own time. That is the great thing about it, which leads me to my next point. We actually have an amazing activity that is super easy to do with your kids. You can try it at home, and this is a way of Montessori learning that we invoke in our children. We're actually going to do this activity, and I will explain it in a brief second. Okay, so the activity that we're going to do is actually a hands-on task. I mean, What better way to teach children how to complete daily tasks than by letting them explore fun, hands-on activities? So the activity we're going to do is super, super easy, and it's actually teaching the kids how to do laundry. Yes, you heard me right here, loud and clear. We are going to let them do laundry by themselves. What is this teaching them? Well, first of all, it's teaching them daily life, okay? It's also going to teach them how to be responsible citizens, and it's going to teach them it's actually going to help with their fine motor skills, because whenever they turn the buttons, that helps with their fine motor skills. It's also going to teach them with the fine motor skills whenever they're folding the clothes and placing the clothes in the washer and dryer. It's also going to help in their mathematical skills whenever they are pouring the detergent into the washer and all that stuff. So this hands-on activity is considered Montessori, just like watering flowers, ironing, opening bottle caps, pouring and scooping, gluing paper. All of this would also apply to all the hands-on tasks. However, the one we're focusing on is washing clothes. So it's very simple. We're going to have our children get up. We're going to give them a basket of dirty clothes. They're going to put it in the washer by themselves. They're going to press the buttons by themselves. They're going to start the water all by themselves. They're also going to put the detergent on by themselves. They're going to close it, and then once it's done washing, they're going to put it in the dryer by themselves, take it out, and fold it all by themselves. The key word here is by themselves. So let's have some fun. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all did it! So you're not gonna fold it? Okay, so disclaimer. I was actually going to use my 4-year-old nephew to do this activity. However, he was asleep whenever I began to do it. So I decided to use his older brothers. And they're both 10 and 11, I think. So they were actually like, oh, you have us doing chores. I was like, no, this is a learning experience, okay? And they actually had a lot of fun because, you know, they were measuring and they didn't know at first which button to press to do the laundry, and they were like trying to see who folded the clothes better and prettier. So it was actually a lot of fun, and they actually came up to my room and they were like, well, do you have any other stuff for us to do? And their mom was so thrilled. She was like, I'm definitely going to do this with them more often. I'm gonna make them do stuff around the house. So yeah, so I really hope this was a learning experience for them because it was very, very fun to do.